Elevations. Elevations to everyone in the collective. Hopefully y'all have had an amazing day so far. We're back for another live reading. This one is going to get a little strange. I don't know what's going to come out, but gotta tell y'all what's fucking happening. At any and all given moments, it's a lot to process. YouTube should come up with night vision, a night vision effect. I mean, real night vision, where you can flip night vision on your camera. Should. It should. So, nanobots. It was just one in the house, in the form of a huge fucking beetle. Huge. And I know beetles are highly revered. However, it was a nanobot. It was a nanobot to track me. I don't care how crazy it sounds. So only after my son stepped on it and killed it, and it would not die. He said it felt hard like a rock. I know beetles have hard shells. So I'm on my phone and I'm flipping through TikTok and stuff like that. And so my son, he tries to kill the beetle. It doesn't die. He's like, Mama, this shit is hard like a rock. He said, I can't smash it. I can't. Elevations. Let me make sure I do all messages. He's like, Mom, I can't. Interesting. But elevations. I'm like, Mom, it's like hard. He's like, this, it's hard like a rock. Anyways, it wouldn't die. Finally, he was able to, squish it enough, bro. So anyways, at the same time, I'm scrolling through my phone, TikTok videos on TikTok Shop. Videos are playing. I'm scrolling through them and stuff. And then when he finally smashes it, he like, oh, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take it in the bathroom and flush it down the toilet. When he flushes it down the toilet, my phone goes, blank. I'm like, all the sound goes out of my phone, all the everything. And I'm like, maybe it's just the video. And I keep swiping, bro. The sound in the TV, blank, everything go noiseless. I don't know how to explain it. The phone did it, the TV did it. And I'm like, is something wrong with my phone? Like, what the hell going on with my phone? Then all of a sudden, I notice a microphone coming on my phone. And also my location thing is blinking. Now, it doesn't do that when I'm on this particular app or TikTok or anything. It doesn't do that on its own. It doesn't randomly do that, bro. The location thing at the icon at the top of my notification bar is just blinking, flashing, and you can't. And how I know, it's like somebody had tapped into my phone and like they turned on the camera and the microphone and they were listening and watching. Even the TV, it was on, it blank, no noise. All of a sudden, you couldn't hear shit. But it was right after my son flushed the beetle, bro. The beetle. The beetle is a nanobot. It is a listening device. Not all bugs are real bugs. Not all birds. You hear birds chirping 1 o'clock in the morning. Now that's indicating other stuff. But not everything is as it seems. So they had like, and it's not. It's not, you just know. You just know. You just know. They don't quite like hey, UAE, okay, okay. Elevations. You just they don't like what I'm telling y'all. Am I scared? No. But that was the first it was the occurrences, they have just been very different. Okay? They have been very, very, very different. I have not been allowed to sleep. Going through a lot of not a lot of sleep deprivation. It's just my sleep schedule is so off. I don't like the way it is. Typically, I am not hungry. Food does not satisfy me. The only thing that will appease my appetite a little bit is some sauteed vegetables. I can't stand to eat anything else. I tried to eat a Philly cheesesteak last night, and I think I got 4 bites in, and on the fourth bite, my body said out now, and I had to spit it out whole mid chewing. Just I became repulsed by it, and I gave it to my daughter and stuff, and so it's just like water. It's like my body is. I told y'all it definitely would get weirder. So here we are, weirder. It will get weirder. Bro, that beetle, ain't no way. That fucking beetle was like, bro, that beetle was huge. 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 You as well. Metro use. And so then, I look at my location, you can't hear no, and this is how you know somebody is hacking into or tapping your phone or you're being monitored via your devices is if all of a sudden you'll hear the sound go out here. And like if you're watching a video or anything with sound and all of a sudden it'll go in and the sound will go in, go out and then come back in, that's telling you somebody is hacking into your microphone, right? And it like if if you're watching a video and it pauses out of nowhere, that lets you know somebody is tapping into your camera, right? So all the sound went out of my phone. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But I figured I'd pull on the decks. It's because I was channeling and they definitely don't want me to channel. It's just too bad. It's just too bad. Okay. I've been listening to phaser frequencies, phaser frequencies. I've been looking at different geometria shapes. Oh, there was another. I was trying to figure out the word that I got last night. Yeah. Oh. Amalgamate them. Amalgamate them. Amalgamate them. Amalgamate them. Where's my blue phone? The babies are asleep, so I can use my other phone, y'all. I'm not getting devoed by my baby. Amalgamate them. Amalgamate them. Okay? I write up, yeah. Amalgamate them. Amalgamate them. Something like that. Definitely need to look that up. I was trying to figure out that word last night. But first card, we definitely have you tap in or they are trying to tap into. It's like, when they do stuff like that, they are trying to monitor me. It's these people can see when you're tapped in, you're tapped into your own biofield here. That's your own celestial field that connects you back to the cosmos, to the cosmic womb and egg, the what they call the void or black hole. That's not really a black hole, bro. That's not real. I'm looking at you. I know Grandma and come here and take my charger. Today? Yes, cause she. No, it's in a room. Let me see. Look at the top drawer. You talking about your cord? You kept saying charger. I thought you was talking about block, bro. Yeah, 222 is here. We have immune samahaksin equatia kalung kun seta yana hoksin or hokin seta. Something about a sonic boom and a melee or attack. bloodletting, like sanguinistic. Why did I write this on this? This was during the black moon. Y'all remember that black moon we had last time? And it's talking about inky on here. Inky. Interesting. The base of inky is where the black moon resides. Something about inky's basis. Near gutters, storm drain systems, sepsis, septical, like septic tanks, but it's giving me sewer systems. Inky's bases are sewer systems. Man, bro, I wrote this last year, bro. Water that runs deep within the sewer systems, in the sewer systems that are rising beneath, okay? Something about a reaction, forward movement. Oh, I think these are military codes. I don't think I'm supposed to be saying those. So I was gonna say, but like, I swear. When you tap into your organic biofield, and you're gonna be so aware of every little thing, every little fucking thing, and they can. When you tap into your quantum biofield, that means physical, spiritual, astral, cosmic, celestial, universal, multiversal, infinite field. You connected to all of those. It's nine. They say 9 ethers, but if there's 9 ethers and you are your highest self or connected to your highest self, that means you exist in at least 9 times. You exist in at least 9 realms, so you have to have a body for each realm. Do that make sense? Some of y'all are higher beings, okay? Some people in the collective are higher beings that help to create the 9 realms as a biohazard field or container for the archonic parasite, to keep it from escaping if it ever developed past a certain level of intelligence or being able to hack into our fields and hack our codes to try and hack through the realms, bro, through the levels, the 9 ethers. But whatever the parasite is, it can't hack into our higher frequencies to get past 9 ether, okay? Because then I don't really know. But anyways, so when you're tapped into your own quantum biofield, they can't they want all of the information. So they try and hack your devices, hack your TV, and they try and your thought before you evolve to a certain level of consciousness, right? Which would be a frequency, and typically anything over 7. Let's just say that, because we only have 7 chakras, which would make up the physical body, technically, right? They can hack into your biofield, so long as you're vibrating under the 7th field or less than 7 fields completion. I hope I'm making sense. And when they can do that, they can access your biological everything inside of your body, bro. They can see your thoughts. Your thoughts come up on a screen system where it's being monitored. But that's only when you vibrate below 7th frequency, 7th realm, 7th level consciousness. Do that make sense? But for most of us, we have aligned with our chakras, and we have connected to our star chakra, and we have connected to our bio quantum field, which is above 7, which is above the 7th frequency. Okay. So a lot of you are tapping into 9D or 9 ether or ninth level consciousness. And they can't, it's like they're trying to develop systems because the technology that they have, even like the hijacking codes and technology that they have to be able to invade our dreams and our thoughts and be able to actually see what we are thinking. I'm talking about they see what we are thinking. The technology that they have, it can only project out onto their screen anything that is 7 and below. When you tap into your higher quantum frequency, you are 9 and above. Their technology cannot interpret. It cannot interpret and form a picture of 9D because that is as far as their technology and even their observation and understanding goes to. It doesn't go beyond 7D, and because, like, so it cannot upload. Even if they're hacking into your thought forms, it cannot modulate. For better words, it cannot modulate or form a picture for your 9th dimension consciousness or 8th dimension consciousness. 8 is, they kind of get in there with 8. They're kind of getting there, but 9th dimension and above, their technology it cannot handle a frequency over 7. And that can be in the 700 hertz field. It cannot handle it. It disrupts it. It scrambles it. It could even short circuit what the technology that they have. Okay, because anything under 7, it has already been hacked. It has been hacked. Okay, it has been hacked. And because of the powerful ass planet alignments, the moon cycles, everything, bro, the energy shifts. I told you, we're not going from 4-5D. We're not going to 4D, from 4D to 5D. We literally are quantum shifting. We going from 4D to 6, 7, 8D, right? A lot of us are going to, I'm talking about higher dimensional frequencies, which most of us are originally from or originally created from, or even help to create. For some of us, it's all that. But the system, what this matrix, the hacking into, invasion of privacy, all their high frequency technology, it is never higher than the original frequencies that we are. So as we develop and tap into, I'm talking about higher consciousness, 9, 8. I don't really, they keep telling me not to count 8. I don't know why. They said don't count 8. It's like 9 dimension consciousness and above. Their technology, even if they got it from the fucking Pleiadians and stuff like that, bro, because I'm telling y'all, like, I'm not fucking with them, bro. Like, I'm not fucking with them. And whatever this World Cup thing is, now, let me not squirrel to the side. Just try to keep it at one subject at a time. Okay, so they cannot, their technology is able to form or pixelate. It is able to break down your thought patterns, 7D and below, okay? It has been able to tap into your thought patterns and form, modulate a sort of holographic or visual by pixelating your thought forms, putting like, man, bro, like, every thought is a word, and every word can be broken down into a code. And the matrix computer system that makes up this fabricated material world is built off of binary codes. Then your thoughts that are words are numbers are codes and numbers. Those numbers can be inputted into a computer system automatically, where your thoughts comes up on a screen in the form of unscrambled numbers or decoded numbers, and it makes a fucking picture. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. And the technology can't form. It does not have the coding, the technology to tap into ninth dimensional consciousness thought forms, because then it is too great at that level. It is too great for their low level technology to unscramble, to even interpret, to even modulate, to even form a picture. It can their technology cannot comprehend ninth dimensional and above consciousness. It can't. It can't. It cannot. All these, listen. So so back to my side note. A couple of days when I saw the whole, how they were the soccer team, the Congolese soccer team, they came and they arrived at Houston, and it was this whole big thing, and I was like, and yeah, they are honored and they're celebrated where they go, and all these different soccer teams and stuff, or football teams. But I found something strange to be about it. I was like, that don't something up with that, right? So then, what I was watching on TikTok, where they were talking about, there's a psychic or something that's supposed to have predicted that a mothership would show up over the World Cup series and abduct people, right? I don't know, bro. I don't trust no fucking tweet. I don't trust anybody but myself at this time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is that coffee strong? The coffee?
Coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I mean, but I'm a coffee drinker, so. But can you go get my blue phone? Amalgamate them. I gotta look at that. Definitely, I wrote it down earlier because I couldn't remember it last night. So, anyways, I was watching that, and then all of a sudden, I started listening to just raw frequency codes, just straight raw. And then I start watching. I started looking at I do things collectible. I started looking at biofield. I started looking at original biofield geometria. Okay, it is. And when I started doing that, bro, like I became more aware. It's not the word. I wasn't. I don't. Is it in my room? Kayla. So I became more aware. Tap in, you have us. Why am I getting you of us? You of us.
What's your what?
My blue phone. I suddenly became aware of like being in space. It's the best way I know how to explain it. And then all of a sudden, my phone did that shit. It went blank. I couldn't hear. I was like, maybe it's the video. Swipe through, no video. I mean, no sound. I kept going through. I clicked back over. I turned to different stuff. I turned on a different app, no video. And then that's when I noticed the icon. That was when the beetle came in. And like, bro, this beetle was so huge. Ain't no way. Like, where the fuck did you come from, bro? It was so fucking huge. And it was a nanobot, bro. It was a nanobot video technological listening device. Because people don't believe that shit real is real. And bro, this beetle was I know a natural occurring creation of Earth, a part of Earth. When I see one, and bro, that was not a natural beetle. It didn't give me, the beetle did not give me the frequency of the flower of life. That's the best way I know. Like you, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You can feel an organic person who is not an NPC based off of their Fibonacci sequence frequency that they give off. You know the difference. That's how you can also detect. That's how you can also detect people who not like real or genuine, or they're NPCs and stuff like that. They're set up people, the honey traps and shit like that. That's how you can detect them, right? Because they don't emit, at least at base level, of the natural Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci, you know, people, different things. They don't emit that. Okay? That beetle, bro. And so my phone then started doing that crazy shit. And like, as soon as my son went in the bathroom and flushed the beetle down the toilet, bro, my phone started going haywire. And all of a sudden now, my location icon is flashing on and off. I said, oh, they trying to locate me. They're trying to hack into the field. Literally, it happened so fast, bro. Like, it's like, ugh. It happened so fast. It was like I was in outer space. But I know better. I know outer space is not really outer space. It's just further space. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. Outer space is further space. The sky is the limit. That song, Big Pun. On, just keep on pushing on. The sky is the limit. That's because the sky is the limit, and outer space is really just the infinite plane in every which direction. Don't let them fucking fool you. Don't let that. Anyways, and they know I was hacking in, so I became aware of if I was in outer space, it was dark, but everything was visible. And these are known as the further lands, the dark lands. They're known as the dark lands, but the further lands, you know, and they are very high-powered beings here. They typically have like blue glowing eyes. They are copper colored and darker in skin tone. They are substantially bigger. And if any underdeveloped being or energy that is not tapped into the quantum field of knowing and ever wanders there, they either disappear, they don't come back, or they just disappear their ass. Like, they don't come back to be able to tell you about it. And that's why I'm telling you, like, I don't know. It's something like, and as soon as I became aware of I don't know, probably the further lands, boom, they hacked me. Boom, they hacked me. Not my mind, but my phone. Because the furthest that they're going to be able to do when you tap into your quantum biofield, The furthest that they can ever do is hack into your phone and look at you. They can no longer recreate my thoughts on a screen. That's because my thoughts are free flowing. At any given moment, they will change. This is why I look like, to most people, 9D consciousness thinking, it looks crazy. I look all over the place to people who don't, or who aren't at least open to the idea. 9D consciousness and thinking pattern is very free flowing and free form. And it looks like to a normal person that I'm all over the place, that I'm squirreling. No, I'm thinking in the quantum biofield mind. Where my consciousness, it is everywhere at one single time, and it is processing, observing, uploading, downloading, and here, 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 at all given times. So it looks like that, and this is why, because of its freestanding form, because how 9D consciousness level of thinking, because how it operates, their lower dimensional high powered technology does not have the processing capabilities, nor the frequency, data reach, or even space or memory space to upload and process that level of conscious thinking, because it moves too fast, it moves too quick, it's all over the fucking places. When their system thinks that they have a grasp on the 9D consciousness, their computer short circuit, and that's why we're seeing a fall of the grid, power systems, rolling blackouts, and matrix, because our consciousness collectively is developing at an expeditious way. It is like collectively their systems can no longer handle the interpretation of, the modulation of, the depiction of. They can't. Their systems can't. So, in a last ditch effect, bro, to stay in control, okay. In a last ditch effort to stay into control, they have employed, or they say, oh, we're gonna do this disclosure and shit, right? And so they have these beings that are coming out and showing themselves and stuff. Bro, they want to take us places. They want to work with humanity and show themselves now. And it's like, bitch, you been here. So what the fuck you showing us? Why the fuck, collective? Listen to me, my good people. Why the fuck they showing up now? Why, when we are at a level of higher consciousness where we are controlling our own energetic fields, we are taking our power back, we are tapping into the quantum biofield, why now do they want to disclose all of this shit to us? Why? History repeats itself. Never be fooled by beings that have been here, that have been disclosed themselves to our leaders in positions of power. They've been meeting with them, right? History repeats itself. What happened? What happened with Christopher Columbus? He came and discovered a land already occupied by the original people who were highly spiritual, highly tapped in, highly intuitive, highly civilized, highly technological, highly intelligent, and he befriended them to enslave them, unalive them, almost exterminate them. Yay? So why the fuck would I trust the beings that have already been here to come and show themselves now? Full disclosure, right? To befriend us, to what? To allow us to enter into quantum civilization? Huh? But we have our own quantum biofields. Why the fuck would we need them? And it was like I was saying, bro, and like discernment is going to be extremely important. This is why I give y'all I share every fucking thing with y'all because it's just like, oh well, fuck it. If I'm not being a gatekeeper and people want to abuse shit, it's like, hey, they'll burn away anyways. I promise you, they'll burn away as the parasitic, wicked, low vibrational fuckers that they are. But for the people that actually need the information, that actually utilize and share the information, you add to. It's some things I need to know too. But it is extremely important for us to use our discernment. I'm gonna say another thing. Details are going to be important. Don't bigger picture anymore. Fuck that. Okay? Pay attention to small, minuscule details in these disclosure videos and documents. Like, for example, they released a video and it showed technology of Tartaria, and you see all these melanated beings and beings of copper skin, brown skin, different colors and stuff, different races, and you see them flying in these highly technological ships or vehicles, right? You see that. So why does, if they are that highly technological, this is how I call bullshit. This is how I catch on to shit. If they are that highly advanced, why is the video that's being taken so fucking blurry? Why isn't that shit clear like 5, 6D imagery? When the technology that they are operating or so-called recording and video documenting, why the fuck is the imagery so blurry? Why is it not, defined? We should be able to see defined faces. We should be able to see defined images, imprints, everything on those vehicles. Not seeing a big picture where, yes, it's clearly a levitating vehicle with a humanoid person in here that looks like royalty and stuff. We should be able to see more than that. But it's like the rest of the picture is just like it's too staticky for it to be real. That's all I'm saying. It's too staticky for it to be real. Any of those disclosure videos, bro, I don't fucking trust it, because not only that, you're showing us these highly technologically civilized and advanced beings, right? That y'all always been aware of, right? So you don't have better imagery than the bullshit y'all been putting out. You don't have better pictures than blurry ones or ones where, it looks like something, but it's not defined. Highly technological, mind you. Highly advanced and technological. And you've been having it, but you can't give me a better video than something that shows fuzz in it. There should be no fucking fuzz. You should be able to zoom in, zoom out, zoom sideways, every fucking thing with these highly technological things that you have had access to. You're not gonna show me a floating fucking levitating person or being in a vehicle, and levitating cars or vehicles, but the entirety or the pixelation, the resolution of the video itself, I can still see the streaks, I can still see fuzz, I can still see static in the video. Are you fucking thinking am I fucking stupid or what, bro? And like what? I can't do that on camera. Okay, so Bullshit. And we've come to the realization we can't trust these leaders. Why the fuck would I trust any type of being? I don't give a fuck if they are real beings or not. Why would I trust any fucking being that's meeting with these leaders that have fucked us in the ass with no Vaseline? Just question. Like, why would I believe anything they say about these beings? Full disclosure. You the same motherfucker that poisoned our food. They lied and said we're the only life in this planet. There's no life on any other planets. You lied to us about NASA. You lied to us about the seas. You lied to us about technology. You said that you try to use science to discredit God. You tried to use science and all these stuff to keep us down. You experimented on us, and now you're doing full disclosure, and you want me to believe anything that come out of your fucking mouth. Come on now. Come on now, collective. Come on. We are the higher beings. We are the higher beings. Don't go freely or willingly with any fucking body. This is our shit. Why would our ancestors put us here? Okay. Don't do that while I'm on camera. Why would our ancestors put us here? Natural earth, beautiful resources, lush, lavish things, animals, all these things that we resonate with, that we are made up of. Not to mention the cosmos and everything, right? And then send beings that, this is not a racist thing, I'm gonna tell y'all, racism is it's a extraterrestrial parasitical thing. It's not just the whole white supremacy thing. That is a parasitic extraterrestrial codon. Train. It's possibly what they're doing is Druidian technology. Did I shuffle these? Did I move those and shuffle these? I may have. This is how. Acceptance. Okay. Okay. It's going to say, and it's checkmate. And it's checkmate. Gemini energy. And we are in Gemini season. Come on now. Anyways, but why would our ancestors put us here, where we're fashioned from, where we were made from? Help create a place for us to be here, and then send some other motherfuckers to come and get us, to take us somewhere else after they befriend us and say, we've been here all along and we want to welcome you into our civilizations. We want to welcome you into higher consciousness. We are the fucking higher consciousness, bro. I don't know what's going on with my eyes, but right now, and I'm not talking about the contacts, bro. I'm talking about my eyes are doing something else. I don't know if y'all see it or not, but I am trying not to. Okay? I am trying really hard not to. Because I did a law of inspired action. Taking action to bring what we want into fruition. You know why? Because we all collectively that originally belong here. And I'm not separating any races right now. We're not doing that. Whoever is consciously aware and awake and you tap the fuck in, collectively, we are going into a 9D consciousness and they can't hack in. The only way they're going to be able to hack in is if we freely allow them to, or we accept the stranger with open arms into our humble abode, because naturally we are that type of energy. We are opening, we are loving, we are accepting of all things. But history repeats itself. It repeats itself. They fucked us over before because we welcomed them. And I'm not saying to be hostile, What I'm saying is, it is well within your cosmic right, your God right, to deny them fucking access or anything. You remember that. Because and I'm going to reiterate this, they've been aware. They've been here. They've been observing us. Now we're in full disclosure. Why? Because collective is going through not just a great awakening, a quantum awakening, a quantum conscious leap where they cannot exist in that field. They cannot exist as a parasitic, archonic, intrusive thought form in the fields, in the conscious level of consciousness that we are going to. They don't have hacks in those levels of consciousness. They don't have hacking codes. They can't hack into those conscious fields. Now they want to disclose themselves. Now they want to come out. Fuck you. I don't know what this World Cup thing is, but anybody going, whatever is going on during that day, don't go no fucking where. If you even meet an alien, you going to be scared and shit. I don't give a fuck. Don't go with them. If somebody come and say, oh, full disclosure, and we want to open you. No. My people, which is me, which is you, which is me, which is us, they told me to say where the fuck I am. I mean, as far, not here, but this is my planet. I'm fashioned from her. I'm not going no fucking Mars with you bitches. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but there was a whistleblower dude on Art Bell show. And there were other whistleblowers. I believe Edward Snowden was another one. Okay. And they said that they were, and this is a long time ago. They said they were talking about how there was going to be a full disclosure that came. And they were going to come, all these different beings were going to come and reveal themselves during the age of disclosure, Aquarius, age of revelation, Aquarius, disclosure. And they were going to come off as peaceful beings, but the plan was for them to basically extract us from our original planet here and take us to Mars, where there are, because remember, they've been doing a lot of shit on Mars, but technically Mars is not a planet, it's a plane. Child, never mind. Fuck the dumb shit. I'm not going. They're going to take us to Mars, where they have human or divine being, human, keep up with me, same thing. Loosh and enslavement farms and entrapment and encampments. That was the plan. Please go look it up. Please look up any whistleblower. They was talking about this shit 12 years ago, 13 years ago. Talking about 2006, 7. Early. They talked about this. Why you ain't disclosure? Why you ain't showing your bitch ass to me? I know the ones I have met and the ones that I haven't met. I got a good enough intuition and discernment to know that if specific beings have not approached me yet, it is because they know better. They know that I will detect. Full disclosure, my ass. Where's our shit? Where's our weapons of power? If we're in the age of full disclosure, why can't they cut the shit off and let us and allow us to tap freely into our gifts? Because we have the power to do that. Why can't they stop all the privacy monitoring and shit, hacking into our thoughts, hacking into our dreams, hacking into our DNA, giving us the shit where we can't fully activate or operate our DNA ourselves, because we have that ability to do that. So full disclosure, where's my shit at, bro? I want my fucking levitation back. Where the fuck is it at? Fuck what you talk about online. I'm so serious. Fuck what you talk about online. Don't go nowhere with nobody. Nowhere, collective. Nowhere. And I'm only telling y'all this shit because I love y'all. I don't trust a bitch ass thing because why now? You always been here. Y'all are saying these motherfuckers always been here. And again, you want me to trust the words of motherfuckers, leaders, and beings who have always been here, been done disclosed themselves to the leaders, and y'all been lying to us for fucking centuries. You even killed people. Let me scoot closer. You even unalive people that was trying to tell the masses this shit. And now you want me to believe you. It's just like, how sweet of you. How sweet of you. How sweet of them, collective. Fuck, they think we are. They don't want us to fully come online because they ass is grass. Their asses are cooked. When you tap into that 9D consciousness and they can no longer hack into your organic biofield, bro, they fucked. Their frequency bodies that they are made up of, which is all just digitized and shit like that, a bunch of fucking snips and bits. It's like they're real vessels. Who they truly are, they're trash. They're trash. I'm serious. It's like trash codes that they literally, you know how, you know how somebody will take what's thrown out and they'll piece it together to make something new, refurbishing, repurposing. That's what they truly are. These energies or entities that are presenting themselves, they are the trash or the gunk that we once were, that we no longer are. They are the dragons, snakes. We shed our skin of our old dimensional selves, and they literally piece together suits of our old dimensional selves to try and look like that they fit in. I was trying to wait. Why? Let's start with the basic shit. Full disclosure, you showing us aliens, fuck the dumb shit. Show us the MK Ultra shit. Show us the experimentation on the humans, on the people. That's what full disclosure I fucking want. Show us humans doing supernatural things. How y'all kidnap them, you hire their parents, you work with the doctors in the medical systems, and y'all put them in these places and y'all monitor them. You see what type of psychic gifts and abilities they have. You see what type of supernatural gifts they have, their DNA. Show us the test results from that shit. Show us the type of tests you run on the people. Show us the consciousness recordings and stuff that y'all have of kids that make shit float, move shit with their mind, bend and warp time. Show us that shit. That's full disclosure to me. Don't show me no motherfucking being that's been here that tried to pretend like it wasn't fucking here. Exactly. Definitely, exactly. Because the kingdom of God in heaven is within. So why the fuck am I going somewhere with somebody? I'm already at home. Fuck you mean? I'm already at home. We're already at home within ourselves. This is why, again, man, know thyself. The kingdom, the heaven, the weapons, the tools, the healing, the knowledge, the knowing, the everything, the quantumness, everything that you are is already here, composed up into one. Why the fuck I need to go somewhere with you, bitch? You're a stranger danger. Just saying. Stranger danger. Because with the law of inspired action, okay? I don't know if y'all seen that. Law of inspired action. Whatever action they are taking, it has a greater purpose, and it ain't for our good. I don't know what they're going to do at that World Cup, but I ain't going no motherfucking where. People at that stadium, if you going, you better get your ass ghost from there. I wouldn't go with nobody because our ancestors are not coming to abduct us. They it's so fucking stupid, bro. And by the way, if they've always been here, that lets you know that they were the ones that worked against us. And that's why there are some that are fighting on our behalf and some against the ones that have always been here who tried to pretend like they didn't exist. They have always been working against us. There's no way they're going to fucking come out and say, we want to befriend you. Fuck you. And Columbus, because Christopher Columbus was not a human being. Christopher Columbus was not a human being. If you look at the picture of that man, if you look at pictures of him, he don't even fucking look really human. You got to look at that man. Christopher Columbus was not human. Stay balanced. That's definitely important for us that need to know. Because you have us. Okay? Let me move this. I got things all over the place. Lately, I am a very structured. Usually you find me very militant when it comes to my structure. I used to be like this. OCD is not the word. I used to be like this. I'll sit here for hours or however long it takes to make sure that this is, and then then everything had to be lined up. So lately I have found that even that level of consciousness or thinking right there with OCD, that's a controlling mechanism by their devices. It's a controlling mechanism. So lately I've been finding that things are just all over the place and I'm not bothered. But I used to go crazy like shit. Anyways, even if I look like crazy, bro, it's like, I'm gonna show y'all something. Like, fuck it. Y'all just don't think I'm crazy anyways. To the average person that is unawakened, okay, I would appear like this. But to a 9D conscious person that has a higher aspect and the ability to tap into a field and slow it down and see it for what it is, it would be more like this. See how when you're in 9D conscious, it looks completely different. To a unawakened person, you would look like you're fucking glitching, bro. But to a person of a higher consciousness, and you start being aware that you can slow down time. See. But you will notice that that person is not glitching at all. Consciousness looks like it looks crazy to only those who have reached levels of 4 and 5D consciousness. It looks like that, bro. My scarf. But to an awakened person that experiences me, somebody like me that does what I do, they'll be like, I'm just seeing the multifacets of her. She's not crazy. She's not weird. She's not glitching. She's not fucking going crazy. She's not crashing out. She's not possessed. She is a higher level of consciousness that our brains have yet to be able to conceive. But as we all awaken, on a collective scale, we tapping into that higher consciousness. The shit that used to look crazy, unnormal to us, now we are interpreting it on a quantum level. It don't look crazy. It don't look strange. It's more legible. It is more. It's more like, yeah, I didn't see it before, but now I see it. I didn't see it like that before, but now I see it like that. See what I mean? Because again, I go through, we're multifaceted. We go through a range of emotions, thinking, processes, experiences all at once. And again, to a 5D consciousness person, it looks like chaos. But in a higher consciousness, it looks completely normal. That is a being that is experiencing total or higher quantum consciousness. That is a multifaceted or multidimensional being. Now it doesn't look like chaos. It looks like complete freedom of the mind that is not trapped, framed, nor defined by false systems that said this is what it got to be, because who said a spoon was a spoon? Who said that word? Who said that this thing is a car? Who told us this? A system that defined it? But that doesn't mean that this is what the fuck it is. This is why I don't do titles. And this is why also we communicated telepathically. We didn't give forms of names that can be coded and put into words and then put into a system that can switch up letters and words and vocabulary and the meaning of words to make a thing be something else that it says, and then force us to identify or agree that that is the thing. Do that make sense? They keep telling me something about Powhatan. Okay, Powhatan. Okay. Also Pakwa, Pahokana, Powhatan, Pakwa, and Pahokana. I don't know. They'll interpret it for me. It'd be fine. It's not the first time I've heard about it, or I've heard them words. That's why I decode words all the time. That's why I study etymology and shit. You'll find that many words don't mean what you think that they mean in its place of origin. From its place of origin, it don't mean the same fucking thing. I know I be super fucking crazy to people, but listen, we're in the age of disclosure. Who the fuck is gonna call me weird? Except for an unawakened person. It's like, yeah, they been taking over. You have or will be entered into the divine flow state of being. That's that 9D consciousness. Because when you just are, you just are. You get what I'm saying? It's like it's whatever. I don't know how to explain it, bro. But y'all get me. People get me. Spirit say that there is power in the truth. Even Y'all should read the book of Ruth. Power in the Truth. And they told me to take off T. And then I saw Ruth. And then I'm reading this, bro. I'm reading a book of Ruth. Like, child. I gotta do some more. I gotta look into this deeper. Cause I'm not. I know. I got blank index cards. I have blank index cards. I got more of them. Where are they? Okay, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back to the read. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Oh, what? Let's see. Don't pay no attention to me. Don't pay no attention to me right now. I don't even know if I'll be able to read this tomorrow. I don't even know. I will. I will. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know where I was at, bro. I just like, there's power in the truth, anyways. I don't know how long I was going collective. I was just like, I don't know. Dream about the World Cup. I think this was the year before last, bro. And that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. But intuition is there. So I'm pretty sure I did a recording. It was very short. It's on here. 2024. And I had just woke up and I recorded it, and okay, so in this dream, at this time, the person that I thought was my twin flame, in this dream, I want y'all to hear me. But that dream made the most sense to me. So in this dream, it started off with me being like 5 years old, and I got dropped off on planet Earth at a gas station. And I met the person that I thought was my twin flame. I met him. I got dropped off an alien ship at a gas station, and I was 5. I was never born. I was never know nothing. I just was. And they dropped me off to help him and others. Just hear me out. And before I even met him, I went into the gas station and I met this older gentleman. Very, very nice. His name was Niall or Lyle or Nigel. A very handsome man. And I even recognized him as being somebody I knew from another life or plane of the planet. Okay. And he gave me a manila envelope, and it was full of documents. And he entrusted me with them because he knew he could have been a being from another planet as well. We were aware that we were different, and that we were also aware that there are many others like us. But I don't know if my so-called twin flame is his grandson, like great 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 grandson or something. Like, I can explain to you how this man looked down to a T, down to a T. And he told me he was entrusting me with the documents, and he told me, I need you to get. He didn't say my grandson. He just said I knew who he was talking about, the person that I thought was my twin flame. He said, I need you to get him here on this date at this time and make sure he gets these documents. After that, I don't know where he went. He disappeared. Okay, let's just say it like that. I don't know if he passed away. He just disappeared from the gas station, and I was aware that he was gone, and that I made him a promise, and I must keep that promise, because that where we come from, that is what we do. It just is the way it is. And after he disappeared, black vans with blacked out windows stormed the gas station, and they picked me up, and they took me to like a foster home, but it was a facility for extremely gifted children, extremely powerful beings, even alien starseed ancestor children like beings. It was a facility, but it was a foster home. It was a foster home. And this is where, in other dreams I had, where they were experimenting on me, where they were cutting open parts of my head and putting implants in there, cameras. They were doing all type of tests on me. They would have me on a metal table, basically with like just a sheet over me, as other alien beings were observing them doing tests on me. They did something to me down there. They did something they put something behind my eye, and I could never move. And there was another dream that I had as I'm piecing these together. I'm getting back to it. Running through this facility, trying to escape, being terrified, scared as hell for whatever it is that they were doing to me. And I don't know how long I was there. So as they came pick me up from the gas station, they swarmed the gas station. They took me because I was considered a threat, considering the fact that I literally got dropped off to the gas station in an alien ship. I had shit to do as a 5-year-old. But while I was in this orphanage, that is this secret medical facility like orphanage, I met my twin flame, or who I thought was my twin. I'm gonna just say it like that. The person I thought was my twin flame, I met him. We were best friends, clicked really tight, inseparable, because he was a very gifted being as well. But he was there because his family was very wealthy. Very wealthy. And I'm getting there. I'm trying not to take too long. His family was very wealthy. And the reason why he was there is because his family agreed to allow these people to experiment on him. To do what they did to me. To keep that person from... They wanted to control my twin flame's power, their being, their essence, their everything. They wanted to control him. So his family, coming from a family, I'm talking about old, long money. His family wanted to have control over everything that he was, his energy, his power, his gifts. And that's how I met him. And again, we were inseparable. And it was like, I went from being 5 to maybe like 14, maybe 13, 14, something like that. 13, it could be 12, 13, it's something like that. Anyways, he and I decided that we wanted to bust out of that motherfucker with our gifts, and we wanted to run. We wanted to stop being experimented on, and we ran away. And they were searching for us, but they had already put, of course, they had already put tracking devices in us, bro. And they found us out because I was trying to get him back to the gas station, okay? I was trying to show him the place. We ended up at the gas station, but before I could get him inside the gas station to give him the manila envelope with the documents, the black vans pulled up and they took just him. They took just him and left me there. They didn't bother me, no nothing. And like I was devastated, like hella devastated. And I think time went by, and then all of a sudden I'm grown or early, whatever. But time went by, but you know how dreams are. Time went by, and I hadn't heard from him. I'm so worried about him. I'm just like, bro, like. And then all of a sudden, I get a phone. Y'all gotta understand, dreams work very different. I get a phone call, but in the phone call, it was like when I answered the phone call. When I answered the phone call, it patched me in to where all of a sudden I was on a plane, a private jet. And on the plane, I was on a private jet all of a sudden when I answered the phone call. And then all of a sudden from the plane, I could see into a room, a little small room in this big ass manor, y'all. It had to be in somewhere like England or Cambridge. It was one of those type of houses here. There, I mean, huge. You know, one of those type of houses where, you know what I mean? Like you would typically see people with old money having. And it was this room, and I became aware of this room from the plane as I'm flying in the air in the plane going, God knows where. And the person I thought was my twin flame, he was sitting on a bed like this. Like he had been locked in a room, and he was sitting on a bed like this. And I was like, why haven't you, like, you been okay? Like, why haven't you called me? And he wouldn't look at me. He wouldn't look at me. He wouldn't say anything to me. And I was like, why are you acting like this for me? I was like brokenhearted. Like, I ain't seen you in all this time. I thought something happened to you. I thought I'd never see you again. And now you're not talking to me. It was that shit like that. Then all of a sudden, it was like I was being shown that he was locked in a room away from me. That I wasn't allowed to speak to him, talk to him, no nothing. I wasn't allowed to do anything with him. I couldn't. And he wasn't allowed to acknowledge me. And they had locked him away in a room. Away from me. Then all of a sudden, the image or the room, I was no longer in the room. I was back in the plane. And then all of a sudden, a screen, a holographic screen popped up in front of me. And I remember, it was a girl that I considered my best friend. Her name started with a B. This is somebody I met here. It was her, and it was another female. And now, mind you, my best friend is an Aries, or my past best friend, she's an Aries, and this other female is an air sign. And they were like laughing, like, ha ha ha, like it was just like hella funny to them that I was like devastated that incident just occurred. It was just like I felt real shameful, real dummy. And they were like laughing at me, and I could see them on the screen. And they was like, haha, she looks so fucking stupid. And then all of a sudden that went off. And then this man, significant part right here, this man, he came on the screen, and he was in a soccer uniform, bro, on a soccer field. I kid you not. And he turned into a werewolf. He turned into a werewolf. And he started howling. And he was like, I don't know if he was my so-called twin flame's father, but it felt like he was his father, stepfather, some significant like that, mentor, something significant like that. And he was like, I invite you. And mind you, I'm looking at this man through a screen, but it was it was an interactive, I don't even know how to explain this shit, bro. A ticket came out of the screen. Like a ticket, like being invited to a fucking game, like a soccer game. I bullshit you not. And then at the same time, this ticket came out. I picked it up and I could see this man like on the field, on the field. He was in a soccer uniform, and I want to say it was yellow and green, but it could have been red and white. I'm telling y'all right now. He was on a soccer field. There were people on the field, but the only thing that was visible or that I was honing in on was him, a werewolf in a fucking black ass werewolf, bro, in a fucking soccer suit. And he was like, you want to see such and such again? He was like, I challenge you. He said, I invite you to a challenge or to a duel. It was some shit like that, bro. And I said, I accept. It was 2024. The video's very short. It was like he was challenging me for my twin flame. Long story short, after that, I ended up going back to, I don't really remember. I can't even tell you if it was the same dream, a different dream, bro. It's just like bits and pieces that now are forming and coming together. And it's something, and then we got the book of Ruth, and it's talking about inheritances, people inheriting and buying land. And Miami is going to be very significant. Miami. Anyways, I was hella devastated, like still in a dream. Now I'm not on the plane. Now all of a sudden I'm back after the fucking message, the screen fucking just disappeared and dissipated, and so did the ticket, you know. All of a sudden I was back at the gas station from the beginning. And the grandfather, it was like he had already transitioned, but I heard him and he was like, were you able to get him here? And I was like, no. And I never looked in the contents of that manila envelope, as they were not mine. Even if I didn't get it to him or give it to him, I don't know what the document said. Okay, they were very important though. But I never looked in them. I never found out what the contents were. I never know nothing. And particularly whenever because there's a video, bro, I got a video here where I was like, okay, I accept the challenge. Okay? I got a video on here where I said that. I talked about the dream and every fucking thing, bro. Specifically, soccer field, the colors, everything. The wolf indicating shapeshifter energy. Wolf moon. Wolf moon. Okay? Never mind. Yep. The team colors that could be playing could be like red and white, red and orange, orange and white. Anyways. And ever since then, if I can recall, y'all, that is when crazy shit was already happening. But everything since then has been some type of weird ass fucking test or challenge. I mean, and it was, if I was going through shit before, it had been ramped up then. Ever since I accepted that challenge from the fucking werewolf nigga in his goddamn soccer outfit that was on the fucking, I mean, like, and this motherfucker was howling like, do you accept the challenge? And it was just like, and I could detect that there was deception in it, but it was like I still had to try because I promised to get him, the person that was supposed to be my twin flame, to that gas station at a particular time. The time had not passed yet. It had not passed. It had not passed yet. But I promised to get him there, to give him this manila envelope with this documentation. Very important documentation, very important paperwork, okay? That was left to him by an uncle. This man was his grandfather. His grandfather could have been an athlete when he was younger. Sandy brown hair, tall, about 6'4", blue eyes, dark blue. They could be real dark blue, damn near, you know, like, it's a blue you will never forget. It's very unique. You haven't seen these color blue eyes before. And he could have been a basketball player, some type of athlete, college, something like that, where their colors were blue and yellow. Because I seen him with a Letterman jacket, very famous back in the days. His grandfather, and again, you know, and the person that I thought was my twin flame, he has the skin tone as his grandfather, but he tall like him, not that tall, probably 6 feet. But he, you know, got some different features and stuff, but I know like that was his grandfather, okay? I don't know what the documents were, but now that we're coming up on this significance of this disclosure and World Cup and soccer, you know what I mean? Like, I just been very like, I've just been very, the word is antsy. It's not really antsy. It's more so like just bored out of my mind. Just like, would it hurry up and come on? Will it hurry up and come on? Hurry up, hurry up. That's the energy I've been in. And what I'm in that energy about, I don't know. It's like something is coming, like I know it's coming, and I'm like, want to hurry up and come. Like, oh, I can't wait until, oh, like I can't, like. And then on top of that, I know I don't be tripping. Like when I piece the shit together, like the dreams, they be real shit that happened because, like the chick that used to be my best friend, me and her been best friends for a long time, bro. Like, you know, or supposedly, but her, I had it back in 2024 when that's when I came from rehab, and that's how I met the dude that I thought was my twin flame. Okay, not in rehab, but y'all know what I mean. Around that time. And so where he's from, I'm not going to say that. Where he's from, it's nowhere around here. You would never think that people from here would know him or them. But my best friend, when she had showed up to my house when I had got out of rehab in 2024, June of 2024. And I hadn't seen her for 5 years, bro. And she showed up. And we were sitting down there talking and stuff and hanging out. We were just talking, and I talked about all the different stuff with my son's dad. Anyways, fast forward. When she there, she tell me she done met this dude, right? And she showed me a picture of him. And I'm like, okay, girl, like, damn, he a nice little fine little chocolate something and stuff. And she was like, yeah, girl. She was like, I was like, where you meet him? And she was like, I met him, he from such and such city and state, different state. That's what a person who I thought was my twin, where he live or is from. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like, ain't no way this bitch done. Ain't no way that she done met a dude from this city and state. And that's where old boy is from. Ain't no way. Bro, things like that don't happen by chance. Never thought it, never will never be convinced of it. Whoever this, the dude that she showed me that she had been talking to a day in and stuff like that, he was from the same city and state as the dude that supposedly, or I thought was my twin flame, was from in Dearmont, Arkansas. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way that that's a coincidence. And she was in my dream. And she was working with, and she was with this other chick, a queen of swords. I'm telling you, she was an air sign. And we did see Gemini. She was an air sign, and they were fucking sitting together on the other end of the screen, laughing at me as they see me heartbroken about like old boy not speaking to me. It was like he was being forced, like he couldn't look at me, he didn't speak to me, he was just, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why are you not talking to me? Like I haven't, and it was that energy. And these bitches was like on the other screen, on the other split screen, laughing, bro. Like, huh, she looks so fucking stupid, she's so dumb, look at her, she's so low. And it was like that, bro. And then after I had that dream is when she showed up to my fucking house, bro. I kid y'all fucking not. I kid y'all not. Our alien ancestors have arrived. And I doubt that they're going to come and want to take us anywhere. Stay balanced. So you know this. There's power in the truth or in the book of Ruth. There's also something else they told me to decode. So I'm just going to, you know, some of these things here. Languages. So, yep, some here about Polo Club. Yeah. Like these, they're saying that these, something is not an angel, okay? I ain't gonna put it, goes blank there. Yep. Intuition is on the other side, but it's in the reverse. Angels in the reverse, fallen angels, intuition in the reverse. They don't want us to recognize fallen angels when we see them. Because they want more, and it's hella interesting because in the book of Ruth, bro, it was saying how because fucking fly, bro, where did you come from? A fucking fly. Fucking monitoring spirit. I hereby clear, cancel, and delete that motherfucker. Close our doors, portals, and windows that any hovering or monitoring spirit may have come through. And close them indefinitely. Heal and seal and protect and guard those portals. I'll say. That don't belong in here. Showcase your talent. I definitely don't want to. When it comes to somatics, sound healing, experiments with sound, I definitely ain't finna do that right now. We can table that. Child, talking about Commander Ishtar. You know that's the Pleiadian ship, right? Okay. Ishtar in the reverse. Come on now. Angel, Ishtar in the upright, angels in the reverse. Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Intuition is right back right there. Like, use your intuition. These motherfuckers are not our people. And we're earth angels. Why would we leave earth? They probably fallen angels. And that just probably means, more than likely, angels is just another word or a title that they gave that means higher dimensional beings. But are they? If they been loose farming off of our energy, harvesting our energy, are they higher dimensional beings? Oh, remember, I want to have a conversation with people like, bro, we gotta get away from these titles. That's why I said it don't look like nothing, don't sound like nothing. There is no specifications of what it is. Like, you just fucking are. If you are, you are. You know, like, because angels don't mean what you think it means. It means angles. It means It means those who have the power of the Merkaba. All your light bodies activated, it creates a Merkaba, and they're all created out of triangular shapes, first and foremost. Those of the angles, those that have the abilities and capabilities of activating their Merkaba, which is made out of angles. But I mean, but you know, like it's really quite interesting because the natural and organic flow of Earth, the Fibonacci sequence, there are no angles. There are spirals. But they do show the three, at the sequence of breath or Vesica Pisces, they do show that there's a 90-degree angle within the three, within the beginning of the Fibonacci sequence, number, frequency, you know, that whole 369. Well, I said people be saying that shit, they do not know, people don't know what the fuck they are talking about. So I'm just saying stuff. Don't just say stuff. Please, I want people to be aware of what you speak out of your mouth. But the Fibonacci sequence, every living thing in nature, trees, when you cut a tree open, it has a ring pattern. And it starts off from the smallest ring, which is the 3, the next ring, which is the 6, and then the next ring, which is 9. If you think of it in terms of frequency, it will be 3D, 6D, 9D. I want y'all to hear me. If you think of them in terms of, if you look at the patterns in sunflowers, how flowers are formed, conception, how it starts off as one cell and then it splits into 2. When it goes to split, that is what is known as the Vesica Pisces, the intersection, okay? It splits, okay? And it forms, and again, the one cell, it becomes multiple cells, and if you look and paste it over the mandala, the flower of life, it's talking about the cellular, the power to regenerate, to heal and regenerate cells on their cell regeneration on its own, right? But that's also talking about 369, the Fibonacci sequence, the natural pattern of nature. And it is all spirals. There are no angles. There are no naturally recurring angles in nature. And then you go back and then you go back and you look in the book of Thoth or Thought. You look in the book of Thought, the emerald tablets, and he said the ones, child, I'm trying to figure out exactly what he said. He said, I think he called them like the trespassers. He said the trespassers, they better go in angles. They better not go in spirals to escape. They better go in angles like ducking and dodging in angles to escape those of the spirals. Bro, I'm like, truth. I gotta do more digging in the book of Ruth. Because it's very short. It's not very long. And those are, please, whoever claims they're from Commander Ashtar, those are not fucking angels. Yeah. Jupiter moon. You know what that's giving me? Jupiter ascending. It's giving me Jupiter ascending. If y'all remember that movie, remember, If anybody hasn't watched that movie, I implore you to go watch that movie. Even if it's in bits and pieces, go watch that movie. I believe it'll make a lot of sense to people today than it did when you watched it years ago. Jupiter ascending. Remember, they hid the unalive queen. They hid her in a reincarnated body of an earth being. And it was all about what? Her children or her descendants, that the queen, the empress, she was a very powerful energy or entity. They showed them all as humans, but on other planets. But who she was prior to her incarnation into Jupiter, remember? Very powerful. She owned multiple planets, and her children, they thought they unalived her or took her ass out and kept her ass from regenerating or reincarnating so they could take over her worlds and or lands. And then I look in the book of Ruth, and it talks about a man marrying multiple women to inherit to inherit kinship of their land. I'm not there yet. I'll make it make more sense tomorrow. I definitely will. Because I more than likely won't sleep now. It's just like great. Just give me more stuff. I more than likely won't sleep. $270,000 is significant concerning the Jupiter moon. This could be how much of land resources. This could also be a bet. Because also Jupiter means luck. It means abundance. It means luck. It means, like count your lucky stars. There's something like that going on. But Jupiter, more importantly, it means luck. So 270,000, somebody could be there. There could be a bet going on. A lucky bet going on here. That amount is gonna be very significant. It could even be like people who got a person who has a bet on something going on in the World Cup. Or this could be the price if they are planning to abduct people. If they are planning to abduct people, this could be the price that they are paying. I know they told me frustration is normal. Cause I am frustrated. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I just don't have words. I don't have human vocabulary for most of the things that need to be interpreted. But 9D consciousness and above does not have human vocabulary. It doesn't have a word or a title or a number. It just is. And you tapped in telepathically. What I know, you know. We don't have to speak of it. We literally can look at each other from across the room or in each other's eyes. And what I know, you know. And what you know, I know. There's no words, no title, no confusion, no illusions put to it, no intrusive thought forms that can be formed from telepathic ways. Do that make sense? Like, we have Buddha energy here though. Yeah. Because the angels in the reverse is coming next to the Buddhas. The Buddha energy. Buddha is just one interpretation or illustration or representation or a title and a picture put in place to describe higher consciousness. Jesus, Buddha. There are other stories of in different cultures of immaculate conception, flower of life, 369 Fibonacci sequence, a naturally recurring conception, reproduction, regeneration. They just call it different things, and it's because of the name and the title. See, we aren't, speech and vocabulary, y'all, is very primitive. As a higher conscious being, we didn't, most beings that I have met, and I'm talking about, yes, in my waking life, They don't speak to me in words. It's typically, but I hear them. You know, like the scientists and shit. They, but I hear everything and they hear me. And there was never movement of the mouth. When I met what looked like the shorter reptilian, they got crazy smiles, child. You know, but they're not reptilian. It's just very difficult to. And then when I met the tall ones that look like that they are on stilts, these are typically feminine, to be considered feminine. They have very shiny pastel like colors like blue, light blue and light pink. They wear cones on their heads. They dress very boxy like them, but they're just real tall like they on stilts, and it was two feminine energies. They didn't communicate with words. And then the one that looks the 8 feet tall fucking one, bro, that even Kola, even Serafina Uwan, even Hananduk, like they didn't speak to me with words. They spoke to me with mind. That's higher consciousness. You in higher levels of consciousness, there are no words that can describe it. So you don't use words. You use feelings. You use waves. And everybody is a part of those, the same waves, wave patterns of the different feelings, the different, levels and aspects of feeling. You know what I mean? And everybody just feels. And that's why I said, like, lower conscious beings, low vibrational beings, to them, I would look like total madness, bro. I would look like, but to a higher conscious being, they would know that that is me as a quantum being, a higher level conscious quantum being. They would know I have literally am operating multidimensional at once, quantum at once, if you would have it, multifaceted at once. And I am literally going through the multiple fields of everything all at once. And it doesn't look like, to a higher conscious being, it doesn't look like total chaos or madness or psychotic breaks, bro. Because there's no way people can keep on playing with me and say, I'm too smart to be fucking crazy. But if you look back at, I'm too intellectual. I'm not going to say smart, intellectual in the manner that the information that I am giving, I actually apply it. I put it, I use it in application in my life and see how it turns out. And I just experiment on myself, and then I take notes, I take mental notes, I accumulate data, and then it helps in my growth and my evolution. But also, other geniuses in the past centuries and stuff, they were considered crazy, kooky, quirky, insane. So, yeah, it is quite frustrating here. You know what's very interesting here? Toltecs. So Toltecs would be like an Olmec civilization. Okay. It would be an Olmec civilization. And get this. Remember when they found the Olmec heads, or the Toltec, they spoke of them wearing, they had what is known on their heads as the first what? They were rubber hats. They're made from the baobab tree of Africa, the rubber tree. They were known as the rubber people, remember? Because they utilized the rubber tree from Africa. And what was found on their heads, what they thought it was a headdress, but they were actually football helmets. Football, aka soccer helmets. I want y'all to hear me. So I'll show you to the Toltecs at this time. Toltecs and Olmecs. Yep. And then we got Teotihuacan right here. Come on now. Come on now. Mounds are coming alive as the pyramids, the power centers that they used to be. They're coming back online. The pyramids are the organic grid of the pyramids of Earth, and that includes the mounds that they just call them mounds. No, those are fucking pyramids that grass has grown over. The pyramids are power supply, teleportation, portal type things, and they connect every area on these lands here for the original divine grid, the organic divine flow grid. They are coming back online because we are coming back online. Fucking assholes. Come on, I'm shy. Oh yeah, I know I'm different. Look at this shit. You're different because you so tapped in. Like what? You're different. You tapped in, child. Be like what? To most people, I look like people think I'll be slow and shit like that, bro. I literally will sit here and hum. I'll be like, have you ever heard yourself just sit in complete total darkness with no noise, no TVs on, and you sit there and close your eyes and actually hummed using your vocal cords? Have you ever felt yourself? Has anybody ever felt themselves just sit there and do this? Whatever frequency you want. Even if you do this. I implore people to do that. Even that short period of time, it brought me back to center of self. It brought me back to a different level of awareness because I just kind of got away from myself doing all this. But just doing that right there, it brought me right back to me. I am more aware of self and how I react to the environment as opposed to the environment, how it reacts to me or makes me react. Does that make sense? Pohakin. Okay? I keep thinking they keep trying to tell me something about Metuka. Okay? Okay? We have a wapa. I don't know what a wapa is. I don't know that. We have minifrex. It's in the reverse. Child, most of the things. Child, Spirit say there are no such things as coincidences. Thank you, Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. Like you will find you know what you'll find amazingly when you sit in the dark or sit anywhere. It could be the lights on. Just close your eyes and just hum and try different frequencies. And like just switch it up. You're gonna find that you sound like you're in a fucking spaceship. That you sound like that you're in a spaceship. How a spaceship would hum, how you would think when you're in a spaceship, how you would hear levels of humming. It's gonna, cause you're your vehicle, you're your spaceship. If you got a fucking Merkaba, why the fuck we need ships to come pick us up? Like, bitch, I'm not going with you. How about y'all just turn off that bullshit so I can activate my fucking all my powers and I can become my own spaceship because they don't want that. I don't need their age of disclosure when I'm already aware of self and what I'm capable of. And you are not it. They are not it. Parasitical asses. Are you burning hellfire? You are not alone. We feel you wanting to give up on love, but in doing so, you give up on yourself. And there's no way that beings who are just coming out and disclosing that they've been here are going to tell me that all this world has been circulating around and made to believe that love is a horrible, bad thing that should be used to abuse, hurt, and harm, and y'all been here this whole time. If you not that bitch, then that means you not of love and light. So who the fuck are you? An interdimensional being that cannot exist if the host expels a bit of the low vibrational frequency parasitic energies that they are, if the host, Earth, Ea, Tiamat, decides to purify itself and raise her vibrational consciousness, aka the cleansing the body of low vibrational frequencies and tap into higher level consciousness, the parasite has no host. The only way the parasite can get back in is by befriending or applying itself on something that we like, that looks really delicious, something that we can consume, aka take into the body. And therefore welcoming it in again into what? Allow it to burrow itself in its false coding and take over our codes of the 9D consciousness. This is what it's been doing. Using us as breeding grounds. Salah. We have Nanut. Okay. And we are Manofet. Okay. Yep, medicine woman in the reverse. That's a lot. These are not supposed to be in here. They want me to do, I don't know, I don't want to do they want me to do the showcase your gifts, skills, abilities, and I don't want to. So, this one say fighting with your hands versus fighting with your mind. Parables versus realities. Frustration is normal. We have cephaloids. There's too many, I'm not going to take them all. Pay attention to your dreams. And we got parables again. Because remember, it took me to the book of Ruth. And remember, Jesus said in his book, or Yeshua, Buddha, Christ consciousness, he said, just remember, know these things that I say, or take these things that I say as parables. That means that they're interchangeable. That means that these stories in the Bible, that if they are not literal, they are something that can be applied to any cycle of time in life. It is like another. It is interchangeable. You can take the story from then, that what happened then as a literal account, and you can apply it to today and see that it is playing out again. I was supposed to look in the book of Ruth. And yep, some here about moon phases and the menstrual. We got a second pal. And then we got a third. And then, yep. Lower chakras here. They're trying to keep us in our lower nature. It's a lie. We're not going to let that happen. We're not doing that. We've already overcome that. We've already balanced that out. Yeah, they're trying to keep us in our lower chakra so we can share our energy. It's a lie. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that. Samek is significant. That's in Psalms. Dalit, door, portal. Consult or refer to tarot. I don't know what that means, but I was writing stuff. Some of these are my wild cards that got mixed up. And the Inca civilization is there. It's right there. And it's a whole fucking A. This says codes, law of the air, UCC codes, municipal, Supreme Court, street code, law, maritime law, civil law, family law. They all are talking about codes, aka words, aka numbers, aka commandments, aka spells. Okay, that's the last shuffle. Okay. On the next one. Share, stay balanced. When it comes to who you share with, what you share. If there is any confusion on whether or not you should, the answer should be no. The answer should be you should not. If you got a side eye, if you got to even think like, should I? The answer should be no. Better safe than sorry. Key is to stay balanced here within yourself. Because if I have a Merkaba, I have a powerful vessel, a light body vessel, a vehicle, a spaceship of my own. Why I need to fly on theirs? You're not going to take me nowhere and help me. You haven't helped me in all the eons you've been here. And you want to help me now. During the Great Awakening, during planetary significant alignments and moon cycles here, omens, pay attention to the wonders in the skies. To know when the time has come. Revelation, the time of disclosure. The age of Aquarius, the age of information, disclosures, revelations, things being revealed. Who burning paper bags or parchment paper? Who's burning parchment paper, bro? It's not wood. It's definitely parchment paper. I know the smell of the brown paper bags burning. Because you know that is parchment paper. I mean, and it's hella strong right now. It's hella strong. Somebody could be trying to burn evidence. Towel is there. It's again, that's a precept. It's a precept. Because, I mean, my baby went in here and he read. It's so interesting that, like, all last year in 2024, all I did was I carried this Bible around me with me so much, bro. The gold writing is gone off of all of it. Off of all of it. I carried it on my arm in the store, into everywhere I went. I had that mug right here with me. And that's because there are significant things that were told to me or given to me, you know, like when I was like, and that's when I started noticing that people were astral traveling to me. Even when I was in rehab, bro, they were astral traveling to me. I never knew that is what I knew it was possible because I've done it. It's been a thing that I've been able to do. I just didn't know like people had the ability to do it at will, to stalk you. So I kept this Bible with me, and long story short, my baby, when I had this Bible just sitting there, here it go right here, it just so happened to knock over, hold on, my baby boy or my daughter, one of the two, they just so happened to knock over my lit candle, or it was my sage, and see, it fell on this, it burnt. It was burning this. And the whole page, this whole page ended up burning. I had to snatch it off. And this is where the precepts are. Psalms 119. This is the page that's ripped. This is why when I get these, I don't look at the precepts, because most of them are missing. And as you can see, the burnt, I bullshit y'all not. You talking about some crazy supernatural shit, bro? Like, I think Tal should be here. And we did see Samek. What was that? Samek? Ayin, Pei, Zadi, Koflesh, Shin, Tal. Not Samek. Child, wait a minute. Samek, we did see Samek, or I don't know if I showed it to y'all. It says, this is Psalm 116, 113. Wait a minute. No, that's not that. It's Psalms 119. Verse 113, this where Samek starts at, and it says, I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. Depart from me, ye evildoers, parasites. For I will keep the commandments of my God. Me. Uphold me according unto thy word. Child, fucking A, bro. That I may live according unto thy word. That I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Let me not be ashamed of my hope, that I may profess, that I may live. What the fuck is that? Oh, and then it goes on to say, hold thou me up, and I shall be safe. Hold thou me up, and I shall be safe. And I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. Thou hast trodden down all them that err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Baby, thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross. Therefore I love thy testimonies, collective testimonies. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. Because if you overcome your lower self, you have overcome the flesh. They're not saying you are afraid of the judgment. Your flesh, your fleshly nature, your ego, your lower self flees from being under judgment. It fears it. And then we have Tao. And if they come out again, I'm not gonna, I don't know. Can't say what I'm not gonna, I can't, but it says, let my cry come near before thee. Oh, it says, oh Lord, but I really don't say that. Give me it says understanding. This is why I don't really read the Bible, because when I have to change out the words, it just makes me look like a man that changed another man's word, that wrote God's word into man's word. Like it's just too frustrating for people. It just gets too frustrating and complicated, right? Most, God, give me understanding according to thy word. Let me say, give me understanding according to thy word. Let me stand under the commandments of the word. A spell, bro. It's talking. Take these things that I say as parables. They may sound like they're talking about one thing, they're talking about something else. Just put in the terms of man's word, aka codes, aka programming, aka spells. And the fact that word is very prominent here, is very dominant in this atmosphere of the energy, and we're in Mercury retrograde. And the fucking World Cup is happening in Mercury retrograde. What the fuck? They're having the World Cup series during Mercury retrograde, or at least the pre-shadow. That's plenty of time and room for fucking rituals, bro. Is Tamar Braxton gonna be at the World Cup series? I'm just asking, bro. Tamar Braxton. She gonna be at the World Cup series because in the book of Ruth, I seen Tamar. Okay, when it was talking about two sisters, it talked about two sisters or two daughters. So Tamar and Toni Braxton, one of the two Braxton sisters. Anyways, Tao, let my cry come near before thee. My cry. You notice how we cry? We don't have words. It sounds like, that's a fucking sound, bro. That's a telepathic communication. There are no words in sound. It is literally you letting out your sound, your cry, your sound uniquely to you. No words. Let my cry come near unto thee. God, I'm just going to say, God, give me understanding according to the word. I don't stand under no fucking word, no spell. I overstand. I understand. Never mind, bro. Let my supplication come before thee. Like supplanted? Like supplanted. Supplication like supplanted? Child, deliver me where? According to thy word. Because I'm not discrediting God's word. Deliver me according to thy word. Where are you delivering me to? Who? To who? I'm my own savior. I'm my own deliverance. I'm my own God. God made sure that he put within his children whatever God made sure it source. Made sure it put into his children whatever you need. Place no man above you. Worship no graven images. Man, know thyself. The kingdom of God in heaven is within. 33 degrees to the spinal column. The land of milk and honey. The Merkaba light body vessel / spaceship. The ability to heal. The ability to communicate via telepathy or sound. Fuck they delivering me to. I deliver myself. God said I shall. It's only when we go to source and speak on behalf of ourselves that we shall be delivered, redeemed. I can't sleep now. I'm gonna drink like 6 cups of coffee and I'm about to be up, bro. This is what happens. It's like, pay attention to your dreams. Can I sleep? Can you just let me sleep? Bro, I sleep 1 hour. It is like the strangest things have been happening to me. And I feel like I've had my eyes dark circles. I need to vacate. I just need to go somewhere and sleep a couple of days and stuff. And then I just be up doing shit. Writing, fixing, creating, cleaning, cooking shit, picking out clothes, picking hair. Just doing shit. Go to bed, bro, and I'm asleep for like 30 minutes to an hour, and I just, boom, wake up, and then I'm just zooted. I'm just fucking up and hella energy. Of course not. Of course not. My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy statutes. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. Let thine hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. I'm going to dissect that. You know that, right? I have longed for thy salvation, God. I'm not saying no Lord. And thy law is my delight. Universal law. Universal law. Thy universal law is my delight. Does that mean dim? Does that mean dim? Etymological brain. You know what I mean? Like this is the shit that happens. This is stuff that happens to me, bro. Nope, not the book that I wrote that in. It's this book that I wrote that in. And Tecumseh or Tecumseh, you know, Latin origin, that comes up again. And then we have the planetary focal points, Venus and Jupiter, and then Mercury retrograde. And there's a World Series Cup going on, and we're in the age of disclosure. Now, Pleiadian from Commander Ishtar, that is a fallen fucking angel, has come out and saying, we're disclosing that we're shut the fuck up. You old motherfucker ass over here talking about you trying to take me somewhere, trying to befriend me. Bitch, you been here all this time and they been doing this shit to us? Fuck you. Heavy on that, bro. Heavy on that. Heavy on that. It's like one last hurrah. We need to befriend them. We need them to think that we're their friends. Bitch, can you shut down MK Ultra fucking satellites so I can fly again and move shit with my mind? No, y'all scared? You scared of me doing that again? You scared of me levitating again? You scared of me opening up those portals again? Oh, okay. I'm gonna let that do that. I definitely got to, because delight, laws of my delight. I think delight, bro. And if I promise, if I look up the etymology of this, I think delight means to dim your light. Well, I mean, I guess we gonna find out. So we're gonna find out. I don't care who said that in the collective. Like, who gonna put me in front of a fucking judge and say, see, watch this video, she's mentally ill. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. Let me be mentally ill. Because you gotta lose your mind to gain your true one. You gotta lose your mind to gain access to true consciousness. So it's just kind of like, because the mind that we know of, that shit is, it's full of bullshit. that's not even real and full of lies, full of falsehoods. By the way, it's full of falsehoods. So, hey, I'll be the crazy motherfucking one. Can't say I'm dumb. Can't say I'm a liar. I can be crazy. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. You know? I got a problem with that word delight now, you know? Talk about that. Anyways, it says, let my soul live. And it shall praise thee. And let thy judgments help me. Who the fuck is judging me but me? I'm my own worst critic. It's my energy, my power. Man, know thyself. Well, who the fuck do I care is judging me? Oh, people outside of me? No. I think not. No, fuck you and your judgments, bitch. Because only God can judge me. Only God can judge me, yeah. Only God can. It says intrusive thoughts, bro. Vain. I hate Samek. It literally says, I hate vain thoughts. They're your thoughts. So who do I think, or who thinks that I care about them judging me? Why am I looking outside of myself for you to judge me? I'm my biggest critic, so I'm my own judge. Okay, so you don't exist, and that's why that's the conclusion I keep coming to. It's like fuck everything outside of me. You know, I don't mean to say it in a mean way, but hey, if people take it that way, they're like fuck everything outside of me. I matter. I matter. What I think matters. It's my mind over matter. Bro, I'm the weirdest motherfucker to ever live. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure that there are others like me. But bro, and let thy judgments help me. It's like, oh, please judge me and tell me what I can do better. Fuck you. Because if you're busy judging me, that means you're not paying attention to yourself. If I'm busy worrying about you judging me, that means I'm not paying attention to my own self. So, I mean, we both fucked up right here, right? We both fucked up. Both looking outside of ourselves to do some shit we ain't got no business doing. Wouldn't that be the breaking of a law right there? Goes get everything that Christ consciousness said. Man, know thyself. Judge lest ye be judged. Judge lest ye be judged. Come on out. Okay. It says, I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Where you going astray from? Your soul. It says, let my soul live. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Where the fuck did you go? Away from your soul? Been disconnected from your soul. Soul star. Sun. Soul star. Seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. Who the fuck am I serving? I'm serving my God, my soul, myself. The only thing that I can control to be able to even honor law. I'm the down quark charm and the up. I am the down quark charm that holds the two up quark charms together. They exist when I allow them to exist. When I detach, they no longer exist because it needs me, the common denominator, the binding, to hold them together. The moment that they introduce Muon, child, I do this. Like the moment that they introduce muon, and I'm pretty sure that that is going to be another hypothetical fundamental particle that they want to introduce, or they want to theorize that they can use to control, I bet you, the movement of the down quark charm. That's just another way of saying, of them trying to say, we're going to control how the common denominator moves, or if it moves or not. We're going to control, we're going to put it in an angle, in a box, in a controlled environment. But when they try to do that, which is the down quark charm would be considered God, us, you, the common denominator. The moment they had tried to control God, the two quark charms, the two things, the material world, the external material things, the two quark charms on this side and on this side, they start falling apart. They become destabilized because down quark wants to detach and exit, as God has the divine right to flow in the free state as it pleases, come and go, and there is no controlled environment that you can put God. And the moment you try to control it, contain it, put it in a box to study it, everything around it destabilizes. Isn't that what's going on right now? So I just explained to somebody what CERN was talking about. Oh, but these are just hypothetical fundamental parts. Hypothetical with air quotes. They like to hypothesize our ass instead of just saying, yeah, you got it, bro. You God incarnate. You are God's incarnate. Every last one of you, most of the people in the collective, chosen ones, divine beings. Yes, God is with you. Are God. You are God. Nothing exists without you. And we didn't want you to leave. We didn't want you to detach. We didn't want you to use your free will to detach. We wanted to delight you with thy law commandments, aka spells. Because you put codes into a computer to command it what to do. Down to the images it produces, down to the behavior that it acts, down to the programming. You put commandments or commands in a computer to tell it what to do, to program and tell it what to do. Back to regular programming as scheduled, as regular as it can be. It's just not going to get any better than this. I mean, yeah, I know. You don't have to keep telling that, you know. Now I know. Yeah, now I know. The mudras, you are truly blessed. You will be entered into the divine flow state being of consciousness. No commandments, no words, no laws, no judgment, nothing external. You just are. And you are a part of the art. And you are a part of the all. And you are the all. You know what I mean? Like, Port-au-France, 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 or Port-au-France as the Ivory Coast, Port-of-Ivory Coast, France, Port-au-France, Ivory Coast. I don't know. They are saying they are protecting us while we heal, grow, and evolve. Another gold finger. All powers is by who sheds me. Sacral. Okay? Sacral chakra. It may be protecting your and it damn sure is, because boom. Sacral chakra with key of life. Isn't that what that is? Sacral chakra. The reproductive system. That's the the portal. Yep. Because what is this one say? They say be the catalyst. Recruit people to be the catalyst of your own. Surely I don't want followers. You better follow your damn self. Don't follow me. Don't follow nobody. And whatever, I'm gonna talk about supernatural phenomenon going on with politics. I think I moved that too fast, but the supernatural phenomena, okay, or phenomenon going on with politics. There's another blank one. The Spirit say, if you're confused about it, go to the Most High about it. If you sit there and talk to yourself, I bet you yourself will answer back. You're not crazy, bro. No, nobody's crazy. You're not crazy for that. But the key of life, and it says, yes, don't forget you serve a greater purpose. When my purpose is done here on earth, I'll transition. It's not gonna be with somebody coming on fucking spaceship and say, come with us, my friend. We're gonna take this to another place. Fuck you and your place. I'm gonna scream to the leaders, and I hope, and I know that another higher consciousness being is gonna come and just bash your ass. Cause I ain't going with none of them. They be going for anything, and I wasn't going for none of that. Huh? Oh, you have your own hellhounds and dragons. They are gifts to you from the ethers. Can we say dragon lineage? Dragon. Man, bro. Because it's power and the truth of the dragon. It's so lovely. I love being a little strangeling. But you know, I never would have been able to do this if people didn't discriminate against me and isolate me and exile me. I would have never been bold enough to, I would have never came to the realization that fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Now I don't have nobody that can judge me. Now I don't have anybody to prove anything to or live up to their expectations. So it's fuck you. I come to that conclusion. Fuck you. Now I used to say it and I used to, and then I'd go back in and give people another chance. But now it's really like, fuck you. Thank you. Fuck you very much, bro. Fuck you very much. Now I can be as strange as I fucking want to. And guess what? I don't give a shit what people think anymore. And the more that I don't give a shit, the more the real motherfuckers gravitate towards me who don't give a shit either. Cause they weird, they have the weird thoughts and they like shit, you just expressing it. But now I see, you know, like it's cool to be like that. And now I'm starting to see weirdos every fucking weird doing all kind of shit. And it's like, bro, when we gonna fly again, you know? When we gonna fly? I'm trying to see what's up. I'm trying to see what's up in the motherfucking clouds. You know, I'm trying to fly a couple of different places. Plane ticket prices too high. Yeah, because intelligence is an action. A wapaye. Oh man. Really? You stop giving a fuck and be like, damn, most people don't like me that I know. It's just like, nah, all of them don't like you that you know or that you knew. And it's like, damn. Well, hey, they don't like me already, so might as well be this creepy, weird, freaky motherfucker. I'm not talking about sexually, I'm talking about where I start freaking people's shit out. It's like, hey, I'm gonna be the actual me now. And it's like, but people won't like you. And it's like, people already don't. What are you talking about? People already don't like me. So it's like, fuck them. Remember? They don't want to be around me. So why the fuck would I care? They cannot like me over there where they don't even fucking matter. I don't mind and they don't matter. It's shit like that, you know? And we got again, you have us. There are no such things as coincidences. Because you're not going to tell me, child, we got Menafret here again. They're not going to tell me that, yeah, Spirit say that these people aren't medicine to us. They aren't medicine. When they done provided us with medicine. Okay? And we got code here. I'm not about to read that. Hoxin. Confession. It says, I cried with my whole heart. Hear me, God. I will keep thy statute. Like, man, I cry with my whole heart. That ain't that what we've been going through? People breaking the shit out of our heart, and we cry. I bet you the ethers heard all that crying and the wailing we were doing. They heard our vibrational signature from all the wailing and the crying from the heartache, right? I cried unto thee, save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. I prevented the dawning of the morning. I prevented the dawning of the morning. Let me read this. I prevented the dawning of the morning and cried, I hope in thy word. So when we cry, we prevent the sun from rising, or we dim our light. Or how? Because when you cry, how are we preventing the morning, the sun from rising? Oh, we cry the morning, mourn, like as in a funeral. This should say, mine eyes prevent the night watches. Mine eyes, these eyes, the ones that only perceive light and then it perceives light in an inverted image, not this eye that perceives in dark. Like it's supposed to. Mine eyes prevent the night watches that I might meditate in thy word. Close them. What? And then it says, hear my voice according unto thy loving kindness. Hear my voice of love. God, quicken me according to thy judgment. No. They draw nigh that follow after mischief. They are far from thy law. How far? Far. How far? Far. Universal law? Far. They're far from it. They are far from it. They don't uphold it. Because where the fuck did a piece of red hair come from? And people were like, you cursing while you have the Bible open. Well, the Bible is full of curses. Okay? So now that we have that settled. Thou art near. But the mischievous ones are far, far from thy law. But it says, thou art near, God, and all thy commandments are true. So if it's not true, if anything is not true, it's far from the law. Have they been telling us the truth? So do we believe in it? It's a hell no for me. It's a no for me. Concerning thy testimonies, I have known of old. You talking about old stuff in this Bible? Or are you talking about old falsehoods, old codes, old laws? Not universal laws, old laws. Okay? It's just a thought, you know? I have known of old that thou hast founded them forever. Founded, foundation, boxed in, framing in, unnatural occurrences that are not spiral, you know, like, bro, we're gonna have to talk. We're definitely gonna have to talk. So yeah. Give me one on our alien ancestors have arrived. Because why would they come? It's like, lie too much, bro. They just lie too damn much. They lie too much, bro. They don't irritate. One thing I can't stand for my intelligence to be insulted, for someone to lie in my fucking face. I mean, just flat out lie to my face, yes, but just flat out lie. And it be like, they will receive great punishment. I mean, great punishment for the lies. I don't trust in no being that was here. And then allowed this shit to happen to us. So you mean to tell me all them kids was coming up missing and you knew? Oh, okay. But trust you. You my friend? Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Heal. Our alien ancestors have arrived. Heal. The melodic tone, the melodic tone of the divine flow. That's why they have arrived. Yep. Because of that Christos there. Christos. Angels in the reverse. Angels in the outfield is significant. Is that Kevin Costner? Is that Kevin Costner? No, maybe. Yeah. Was that, or was that Charlie Sheen? I can't remember who the fuck that was. Angels in the outfield. I think that was Costner. Angels in the reverse. Child. And listen, angels in the reverse to angel in the reverse. Angels in the reverse to angels in the reverse. Spirit said we're going to make it clear. We're going to make it really clear. Those mother effers aren't angels. The ones that claim they are from Ishtar. Okay, yep. Ishtar, Christos, Christ consciousness. Don't stop. Keep going. Okay? Because you are not alone. Keep going. You're in the Sophia stage. Y'all know what Sophia is, right? Who Sophia really is, right? Christ consciousness. Don't stop. Because you're going to reach Sophia stage, which is the real Christ consciousness. But hey, you know, and if you read the story, Sophia is the daughter of the heavens that fell to earth accidentally. You are not alone. You feel you want to give up on love, but in doing so, you give up on yourself. I don't want more dicks. Can we move this along? Because I talked too long enough. So I'm not reading any more of that. It says noon. If anybody wants to look that up, Psalms 119. The Hebrew letter noon, N-U-N, okay? It's right after Samek. Samek, noon. Yeah, it's after Samek. I can only imagine what that one interprets as. Jupiter moon. Be more specific. Jupiter moon. Something about Jupiter's moon is very significant here. Is it Europa? Isn't Jupiter, one of Jupiter's moon called Europa? It's called Europa. One of their moon satellites is called Europa. Or Europa. No, it's Europa. One of Jupiter's moons is called Europa. Or Europia. Europia. Give me Jupiter's moon. Minifet. What's going on with Minifet? I gotta look it up. There's a blank one here. Something blank, something empty. $270,000. Because some of this stuff is just like, are we getting randoms at this time? Is there an influx in the energy flow? Is there interference? I'm gonna teach people also how to see things that are right in front of you. Because most people do it from the side of their eye, and you think you see something in the corner of your eye. You actually do see something. That's because your eyeball, the side of it is rounded. The side of your eyeball is like this, like an oculus or like a lens. It bulges out, therefore it bends around light. Therefore it can see into other dimensions that are side by side light or hidden within the light. And the front of your eyeball is flat. Flat, like a TV screen. So you only see in one dimension. But when you turn sideways, you're like, I just saw something like the side of my eye. You really saw that? Because your eye is bending around light. It's seeing the dimensions that are hiding within the light. It's just simple as that. It just keeps coming out. $270,000. That's about land, bro. It talks about these are sometimes I get index cards where I get downloads where it's just words. It's just keywords, okay? And they did another thing is in psychology, in any type of MK Ultra experimentation, even if you remember the GATE program, they showed you series of pictures, numbers, letters, and words to test your psychic gifts and abilities, right? So sometimes the downloads just come in forms of, bro, I hear all kind of shit, bro. I hear all kind of shit. $70,000. We got pile, like mound. We got high. Okay, we have the now, NILE. We have water. And mind you, I wrote this last year, before anything was going on at the Now River. We have arbitrary. We have Nolan. We have pyrite or pirate. We have ortho or orthodox. We have something called Delenix. Okay. We have something trice or trice, TRICE or TREECE. Delana, okay, DELONAUX. Something is about French Creole, and then we have Portugoon or Porta France here. Okay, that's what they say. For $270,000. I don't know what's going on with this World Cup purchases. They got some bullshit going on. Cannot make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. This shit says treasure and the port. There's something here about a port. Treasure and port. I got Reagan. I got Summer. I got Mastiff. I got Grace. I got Regulate. I got Oshkit, Devon, Davitt, and Davin. Three more. It says the Dual Alchemist. Learning which to invoke depending on the situation and desired outcome. And this is coming over the Buddha energy. Teotihuacan. You tapped in. I don't know what the monthly is. We got Quetzalcoatl here. The dragon god. Quetzalcoatl. They call him the serpent god, but he's really a dragon. They like to play on words. Quetzalcoatl was a feathered serpent dragon. Now, Shango no Batala. If they're focusing on you, they're not focusing on themselves. I know that's right, brother. I mean, and that's for I'm not reading all of that. I'm not going through that. End of that pile. Shaft. Okay. 777. Share. That Jupiter energy. Okay, come on. Tau. Let's get through the rest of this. I thought this was just gonna be, it's never quick with me, is it? Oh, I always have to do the extended version, difficult one, right? That doesn't get paid, right? Definitely gonna have to talk about that. Towel. Give me that one. I hope the bitches that want to be like me, I hope you hoes is real weird. I'm just saying, bro. I want to be like her. I want to steal her gifts. Well, I hope your ass, you got to be real fucking weird. You got to be willing to be real weird. And the fact that you want to be like somebody else, that let me know that you too worried about people, what other people think. And that means you can't copy me. You got to be real fucking weird. You got to be weird around this hoe if you want to actually be me. Level of discognizance for me. Child. Somebody named Rachel or Sandra, but Rachel. Oh, faith without works is dead, child. Truly, for sure. Yeah, because faith with works becomes knowing, right? Right. Listen to music. And that could just be the hum of your own voice's music. I'll be fucking weird up over here again all the time. We got faith without works is dead again. Go to the Most High about it though. Something about that court case went all bad. This spiritual court. This is why they want to come and make amends and disclose themselves because they know they done fucked up with us. They know. You have your own hellhound and dragon. They are gifts to you from the ethers. Can you imagine having a fire-breathing dragon? Archangel Michael. Dark psychology trick tip. Do nothing. That is your greatest tactic. Anyways, dark psychology tip number 2. See how they treat you when they feel you are easily manipulated just because you're kind. And then leave them exactly with that. Like, now, you treated me like trash because you thought I was trash, right? So it's like, how you gonna come back around me and I wouldn't feel like anything except for trash? You think I ever believe that you see me as something more than trash when you showed me I was trash? Never mind. Even though I know I'm not trash, I gotta leave you with where you had me fucked up. I'm gonna leave you with the thought that I was trash while I'll be up over here being whole fucking treasure. Beautiful, lovely exit to the stage left. Intelligence is an action though, you know? It definitely is. That's because people don't use their intellect with how they treat you. They never know how you're gonna turn out, collective. They never know what could come of, you know? Oh, that's where you are right now. Oh, okay. I have to write that in a better expression. So they're saying that they are, how do I express this in human terms? In degrees? Because I was going to say 90 light years from Upper Canis Major, which would still put them pretty far from us in light years, you know. But how they are telling me is they said it can be expressed as their placement of the actual real ship or whatever this is, it is 90 degrees from Canis Major. Okay? I guess that would depend on where you would be in the earth, where you would be, you know, where 90 degrees would be to you if you find Canis Major, because 90 degrees here on that side of the planet, it may look like 90 degrees may look like this on a different side of the planet. It just really depends. But where they're telling me is they're either their location or placement is like it's either 90 light years from Upper Canis Major or 90 degrees from where it is stationed from Upper Canis Major. They keep saying Powhatan. Hoxton and Powhatan. Intelligence is an action with Awapawe. Or Awapaye. I'm not saying the languages, bro. Who done tapped that? Is it karmic in the energy? Child, tell the karmic. Mate, remove them out of my sight, bro. I know they disconnected. There's a karmic here that's watching. Spirit say, I wonder, or somebody asked, they wonder what she looks like with no makeup. Spirit says dark. Shit. They telling whoever this person is that they are disconnected and you need to do what feels right. Child, nobody care about no karmic intrusive energy. Bye. Fuck. We doing something important over here. Nobody give a fuck about a karmic. And they always coming in. Yep, here they come. Like, here we are. Multiple others. We're superficial and shallow. It's just like, bitch, go away. Go pop a pill to go to sleep or something. Bro, because here they come. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Faithless hoes. Faithless hoes and wannabe warlock niggas. Okay? Faithless. There are no such things as coincidences, though. Yep. Healer. It's not a coincidence that you heal collective and you are where you are. Some of y'all may do well to listen to whale and dolphin sounds, bro. They are very soothing. Oh my God. And the way that you travel in your dreams during listen, oh my God, it's so amazing. It's very soothing to me. That's the first memory that I ever had is on this plane of existence in this lifetime is being in the water and the whales and the mers and the dolphins. Oh, and the sunlight that was breaking at the top of the water. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lower chakras, okay? Make sure you stay balanced or you keep your lower chakras balanced. That is the way that they get in, these angels in reverse. If the lower chakras are not balanced, they cause some type of leaks or something. It's almost like a rip or a tear, a portal, you know what I mean? Even balancing out your pH, For those of you that are still actually active, you know, pay attention to your energy. You feel that? It's the angels in the reverse. And that came, angels in the reverse is out twice. Pay attention to how you feel around people. You feel that? The lower chakras feel off. You feel some little active, some little pit in your stomach. Not right? That's because these fucking angels in the reverse. All of them. All of them. From Ishtar, or they claim to be Ishtar. It's there for a second fucking time. And mind you, angels in reverse twice came out right before this card, Ishtar. And it's there again. Coffee. They could be brown. You could be brown skin, Tiamat. Somebody could like your coffee skin. What's the Ishtar? I ain't even pulled on that before. Why is the only card by itself? Or did I just know those? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Ishtar. I have to look that up because I don't know what Pohatan is. Pohatan. I'm curious now because I keep hearing it. We have Moot coming out sideways and Ishtar is right back here again, bro. Like what? Ishtar what? Samba dancing in the reverse. Be grateful. Trust your gut. Bro, trust your gut. All state, you're in good hands. Okay? With Ishtar. Coming right after the fallen angels in the river, or the angels, or fallen angels. Okay, we have Moot here. And Ishtar. And if Moot is just another deity name for Amut. Okay? I'm gonna show y'all who Amut is. Nope. 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 Beautiful thing to have art illustration. Nope. 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 You're gonna make me squirrel. There you go. Amut. Devastation. The crocodilo, god or deity of the underworld that eats spoiled souls, that eats souls whole, that don't make it past the gate in which he guards. After angels in the reverse twice and Ishtar twice. Interesting. That's definitely what they're talking about. I don't trust anything, bitch. Ishtar, okay? Either they're the, I don't know, crocodilo or crocodillo. Crocodillo. Give me more on the Canis Major. Each head is there. Moot keeps wanting to come out. Upper Canis Major. 90 degrees, 90 light years, 90 trillion light years, 90 million light years, 90 billion. I don't know. Keys, gifts, and love. Live in the moment. Can we finish? Menefret. We have to check out here too. Menefret. Hamundaka. Free thinker here is in the reverse. Powerful manifester in the reverse. I don't know why. Why is what's that with Shango? Oh, because these people don't trust your gut. These people don't have gifts and love like we do. Yeah. Shango says self-validation. That's all you need. That's the gift of love. Okay? Somebody definitely could be Creole out here. But Creole, what they speak? French. Okay. So Louisiana is significant. Mm-hmm. You tapped in. There's a lot going on right here. It's one more. Self-validation, Shango. The dual alchemist. Know which to invoke, depending on the desired situation and outcome. Oh man. Okay. There's something about a new luxury life. Keep speaking your truth is here. It's in the reverse. Why? Because you too tapped in. The truth is the truth and a lie ain't in it. Keep speaking your truth. And it's out in the reverse. Like somebody don't want you to speak your truth, child. Let this one ain't God. Who's in that God? They keep showing me sectors or light years away or coordinates. And my baby's rolled up here on top of this. I don't know what that means. Okay. Or Zuniga. Shoe. Order and peace. We got coffee. Bendies. Somebody with a bendy. Somebody wonders what they look like without makeup on because faith without works is dead. Somebody childish Gab. They have Echel in the reverse. One goddess is in the reverse side. Solar plexus. Self-validation. We got Lyras in the reverse. Child. These folks don't belong nowhere, do they? That's not them, that's not them, that's not them, that's not them, that's not them. Last minute messages. Last minute. So I can go lay down and not go to sleep. Movie day with a high on a masculine child. Moving forward. And they could just be talking about us, media press conferences and releases and shit. You know, they like to make a movie out of the bullshit and then they like to put it in our face and be like, ha, 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 we were just playing. And then they come 500 million thousand years later and they be like, ha, 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 no, we were telling the truth. We're disclosing it now. The movies weren't really lying. We were telling the truth in the movies, but we just told y'all all this time that we were lying in the movies and they were fiction. But now we coming out and telling y'all can trust us because we're going to disclose to you that we were really telling the truth when we were really lying. Because this is how fucking stupid they think we are. I fuck a motherfucking head up. I'm like, oh, you like a lie, huh? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna let you lie. When you look your ass up and you in the spider web of your own fucking lies, don't look at me and be like, where's Collective? She gone. You didn't see me leave? Of course you didn't, because you weaved a web of illusions. You were too thick in your veil of illusions from your lies that you thought you got over on me with to even know that I wasn't really there no more. It's like I exited first lie. I exited stage 1, first lie. Give me the messages from here. Shambhala. Really. They're intergalactic beings. I'm trying to see if they upside down or the right side up. Are they left side up? I'm just trying to figure it out. It's like they won't let me take. I don't know. It's like that. I be hoping sometimes it would be like it used to be like when I used to do reads, extensive reads. I used to get real tired afterwards, and I hope I just do the readings and give the messages, and then I get really, really tired. Oh no, it makes me fucking like multiple lovers is here. Okay, it keeps coming out. Yeah, is it love or is it infatuation? I feel like that these are these species here. I'm a friend. We're your friend to the end. Heidi ho. Ha, ha, ha. We've been here all this time and no, we didn't help you. Yeah, we knew you were getting hurt. Yeah, we pretended like we weren't here, but we all our species, we really love you. I wouldn't trust none of them bitches. They're toxic. They're toxic. Yeah. These people are not part of Again, Tartarian in the reverse, okay? These people do not have the technology to tap into our higher consciousness. Um, I see what you said. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, they don't have the ability to they don't have the technology to tap into our higher levels of consciousness. And they're going crazy about it. So now they're going to try and pretend like they aren't toxic as fuck. They're going to try and pretend like they aren't toxic and they aren't psychos. Child, look at them. CERN, too late. Ain't that it? They lost control of the down part. We've already disconnected from the bullshit, from the matrix. They know this. It's no stopping us. And the only way anyone that they could stop us is if you use your free will to allow them back in when you tap into your higher consciousness, but blocked. Said no, I ain't doing that. We're not letting you bitches back in. It's like, no, we're not toxic. We're your friends. Come hug us. Like, bitch, I will motherfucking quantum kick you in your shit. Right on time, isn't it? Their crafts are being cloaked in the clouds because they've been here, bro. They've been here. Karmic ass. These are racist species that are the ones that push that whole toxic and karmic masculine patriarch agenda. And then shit and stepped all over divine feminine. These are these races. And then they sat in the clouds, cloaked their shits, and watched the shit go down. As we were in total disarray, war, famine, killing, all kinds of shit, bro. And I'm telling you what I love. These people can only use their technology to go so far. They can mirror the phones, but they can't mirror the original coding of the higher level of consciousness. And that's just point blank, period. Shambhala. Because remember, now hold on. I want to know where all my church going people, my religious people is, right? I want to know where they are when they said there are no aliens. God only created us specifically and only now the aliens is out. So what y'all, I just want to know where the church going people are. And I'm not attacking anybody. I just want a real civilized, healthy conversation on this. Remember, everybody in church said aliens don't exist. God only created us. We're special. Yes, we are special. But you said aliens don't exist. So now in the age of disclosure, what do people in church have to say? I really want to know. I really want to know. Aliens are real. Extraterrestrials are real. Spiritual gifts are real. The ethers are real. Time travel is real. What do the church-going religious people who attacks people like me, what do you have to say now? What is your disposition now? We have Shambhala. Okay? I don't, you talking about you, what do you look for? Anybody trying to take you away from somewhere? That's stranger danger. If that's what you asking me. I don't know how long you've been around, but I wouldn't trust any being meeting with a leader. I wouldn't. And you can do what you want to do. You know, if you just end up on another planet and locked in a cage somewhere and they siphoning your energy through cryogenic tanks again and stuff and having, bro, y'all don't even want to know. There's something that they can disclose. Them fucking cryogenic tanks in Peru, Ecuador, and in Venezuela, they can show us that shit. And those closed down and abandoned buildings and warehouses, they can show us those places with the cryogenic tanks. Tell them to show us that. That age of disclosure, that's what I want to see. Still haven't released those fucking Epstein files though in this age of disclosure. You know? Yeah, I cannot make this shit up. Scam. Shambhala is a scam. Cannot make it up. Energy taps. Purposefully scrambling the signals or trying to tap into your energy. A scam. Look. Scam. Come on now. We're from Shambhala. Shut your ass up, bro. I don't give a fuck where you from. You ain't my people. My people will not sit inside and watch me be hurt. We needed to wait until you evolve. But aren't you the one that is in charge, that has been in charge of the quantum time field or time frame of evolution of all, of humans, right? You were Pleiadians. You were in charge of that shit, right? And we haven't evolved for how long? And we have went backwards for how long? I wouldn't trust nobody like that. No, I don't give a fuck how you look. I don't give a fuck how immaculate you show up. Shit, the devil show up pretty all the time. Is somebody having trouble sleeping? Me. They tapping into the energy. That's why y'all won't let me sleep. So fun. So fun. Those that are not really Anunnaki, but they claim like they Anunnaki. People be like, this Anunnaki tapping into, it's like you really don't know. The parasitic energy has hacked ancient bloodline codes, bro. You don't know who's who anymore. You know who you are, though. You know who you are. You can trust you. That's for sure. Last couple ones. I'm going to go. Come on now. What's this one about? We have Alaska. Oh, they love it. Many cryogenic tanks there. Many experimentation, underground, everything, paperwork, files. You know, they have the Starlink. They have a lot of these alien bases there and stuff because Alaska is cold. So, you know, they can operate plenty of supercomputers there because it's typically cold year round. You know what I mean? Yeah. Blue blacks here. Okay. What else? Shit. Nibiru mothership, but it's in a reverse. Light wing seer. Okay. Main female is a light wing seer. Something about Nibiru being in the reverse. It's a strong fuck no, but it was in the reverse. Child, it's just like they don't want to have it. It's like, give me more. That's the last of them. Mediator of all races, Andromedan or Andromeda. Solar flares. There's those consciousness energy upgrades. Every family should have a seer. But then what? The people that feel like this, incubuses. I wouldn't fucking trust them. They just want to siphon energy. Parasites. Jezebel spirit. Where did that fucking come from? Where did the spirit of hatred, envy, and jealousy, and competition, and breaking down love come from? Anybody that watched love be broke down? That's who it came from. I won't trust shit. And that's the messages. I'm going to close out. Pull all of my energy back. I mean, cleanse, purified, everything. Pull it all back. Pull all of my energy back. Close all doors, portals, and windows to and from my energy. Call my energy back from any energy that I have called upon, invoked with the power of my tongue. And I hereby revoke all of their access, both known and unknown sources and forces of energy, and send them back through the portals from which they came, and all the other energies that are my highest good. I return you to your place of resonance with love and light. For anybody that is in angel, fallen angel, angel in the reverse, demon energy, wicked energy, low vibrational energy, ego energy, witch energy, warlock energy, warlock initiate energy, killer energy, you know, those who are betrayers or deceivers of love, I hereby return those energies back to their places of hell, where they belong, through the portals from which they came, closing those portals indefinitely, disconnecting from those energies indefinitely as well, and then healing and sealing those portals indefinitely, where they can never be open in or outside or around my energetic field at this time. And then I'm going to close all doors, portals, and windows to my energetic field as I release collective energy back to its respected place. Love and light, healing, peace, abundance, blessing, and good positive high vibrational energy, and a heightened sense of awareness, discernment, and intuition for those who are upright at heart and who honor and protect love and what it is and what it means to be. And then I'm going to heal and seal all leaks in my auric field and subtle bodies. And then on top, okay. And then on top of that, reestablish my protective shield over my mind, body, soul, spirit, especially my heart space. Thank you. And then reactivate, realign, stabilize, and bring all of my chakras, both minor and major, upper and lower, to a state of balance and equilibrium, and then magnify their protective shield around them for them to work at the optimal best and be protected at any and all given times. This includes when I sleep and during astral travels and in my dream state from all known and unknown sources and forces that will try to attack me or siphon from me, which I hereby declare dominion over them, their spirits and their stronghold, their wicked tools and devices, both known and unknown, of the public and private sectors as well. Asha. And then I will reestablish my authority, my power, being the supreme being, leader, God, goddess, cosmic being, multidimensional being, quantum being, higher consciousness level being within myself. Safe, sovereign, peaceful, protected, having the power and the authority vested in me and me only, to be the manifester of my own destiny, the progenitor, the co-creator of source and with source, as it pertains to my energetic field and my destiny, my mission, what it is that I am called to do, my spiritual gifts, which I also call back to me, and accepting their totality and accepting all of who I am in its totality, and then magnifying my protective shield, my auric field, my protective shield around my auric field and all of my subtle and light bodies, and healing and sealing any and all leaks in all of the above aforementioned and everything in between. Ashe. So mote it be, and so it is. And until next time, collective, I'm not answering no more questions. We gone, bro. I'll see you.